I'm here today with a 2021 Genesis GV80 all-wheel drive 3.5 Prestige. And I'm very excited to go over the exterior features, interior features, and share my driving impressions with you. So, what is a Genesis? Genesis is the luxury subdivision of Hyundai. Now, before the year 2017, Hyundai had a model called the Genesis, and that was their mid-size luxury sedan. Now, Genesis is its own brand, and they now have 4 models. This is their 4th. They have a compact sedan, a mid-size sedan, and a full-size sedan, all luxury models, and this is their first SUV, the GV80. Now, this is a very important model for Genesis because auto sales in the US are really trending towards luxury SUVs, and at a super competitive price point with excellent features, Genesis is really going to come onto the map with the GV80. Now, the GV80 is a mid-sized luxury SUV. In terms of its proportions, it's very similar to the Audi Q7, the Mercedes-Benz GLE, or the BMW X5. So that's what they're going for in terms of the competition. Overall, the design of it, I think, is very good. This is a very sleek car. It's got a nice sloping roofline, and Genesis has even nicked some of the design engineers from Bentley, and I think it really shows with this vehicle. This is a very handsome SUV. The Genesis grille is very distinctive. They're kind of leaning into this shape here, which is kind of a crest. You'll see this design theme all throughout the car and also in some of their other models. Overall, a very large grille, and with this one, instead of doing the integrated radar sensor in the middle of the grille with the painted fake lines over it, they've put it down here with its own little area. Let's go ahead and take a look under the hood of the GV80. This is Genesis's 3.5 liter twin turbo V6. This one is good for 375 horsepower and 391 pound-feet of torque. Now, other Genesis models also come with a twin turbo V6. However, that one's a 3.3 liter. So the GV80 does have a different engine from the other Genesis models. It's a little bit newer and a little bit of a higher output. As far as the headlights are concerned, the Genesis brand is also leaning into this styling cue, which is the 2 horizontal daytime running lights. I think these are a very handsome headlight, although my initial impression is a little bit weird because there is this painted body panel in between the 2 daytime running lights. It kind of looks like it's just 2 cutouts in the body for the daytime running lights, but a very sleek headlight, that's for sure. And the light does continue onto the side, so when you are using the turn signal, these 2 horizontal lines will also be blinking. So I found the ride quality of the GV80 to be very good, despite these enormous 22-inch wheels that come on the Prestige. These are a 265/40, again, 22-inch rim, and a rather interesting and, in my opinion, a little bit too busy 5-spoke design. We've got a similar theme at the back with the horizontal lines and, again, the painted body panel in between the 2 pieces of the headlight. Let's go ahead and take a look inside the trunk of the GV80. But first I'm going to point out this, the badging for the all-wheel drive model. The font that they've chosen for this A looks an awful lot like a 4, and I think that's definitely on purpose. This vehicle is all-wheel drive, not 4-wheel drive. And to open the trunk, there's not a latch down here, nothing here. There's actually a button on the back of the rear window wiper. Let's go ahead and press that. Gives you a moment to get out of the way, and then opens up. A little bit slow, but it's fine. Trunk space in here is excellent. The GV80 is offered with a 3rd row seat. This one does not have it. And what you have, which is very nice, is because the 2nd row seats are power adjustable, you can fold them down from here, like this. Pretty cool. It is a little bit slower than just a drop-down seat, but it's really cool to see that they have power adjustable 2nd row seats in the GV80. My absolute favorite feature about the trunk of the GV80 is they have solved the problem that has plagued every car and SUV I have ever driven, which is, where do you put the cargo cover if you don't want to use it? So under here, Genesis has provided a special area just for the stowage of the cargo cover. I think that is fantastic. I love it. Now, having a seat in the front seat of the GV80, this thing is fantastic. The seat is very comfortable, extremely ergonomic, many adjustments. And my absolute favorite feature of all is they have taken care of the issue, which is I don't know what to do with so many adjustments on my seat. It's just too much to handle. So what Genesis have done is this. What you have to do is enter the driver information, height, pant inseam length, and approximate weight, and go ahead and hit this, adjust posture. It now moves the seat and steering wheel and the mirrors. I am perfectly set up in terms of my side mirrors. Of course, the rear view mirror in the center is not power adjustable. I'll have to do that myself, but this is really cool and takes away the fear of what do I do with all of these power adjustments on my seat. So adding to the seat comfort, of course, is the heated and cooling seats, front and rear, on this GV80 Prestige. Quilted leather, and it has a seat massage function, and the button is down on the seat, so you push that and you can go ahead and see what it's doing in terms of the massage. So we've got looks like 3 different massage programs, and I can cycle through them with the button down on the bottom of the seat. So the GV80 does have a rather unique steering wheel. I like that they include a favorite button here, so you can go to any shortcut in the infotainment system. Yeah, it's a little weird, a 2-spoke design. Center gauge cluster, it is a 3D display. I have it turned off right now. I'm not sure if I'm a huge fan of it, but it's all digital in here. Moving on to the center infotainment, a very low and sleek screen across the middle. It is a touchscreen, but I can't quite reach it, so maybe it's better for the passenger to use that as a touchscreen. And then coming down, we also have a touchscreen for the seat controls and manual dials for the regular climate controls. And then down here, this is maybe the best way for the driver to operate the infotainment system. We've got this scrolling wheel. I click all 4 directions. In a way, it's similar to BMW iDrive, but the interface is rather different. And then coming down here, we also have twist for the shifter. So overall, the materials on this GV80 Prestige are fantastic. These seats are Napa leather with beautiful diamond quilting and perforation. Excellent adjustability, excellent quality on the leather on the seats, and it continues here, continues on the top of the dash. This one I think is fake leather, but the style at least continues. All of these buttons, the style of it is really well thought out, and the feel of it is good too. These particular dials for the climate control, maybe not the absolute best, but steering wheel buttons are great. They have an aluminum feel to them. All of these controls are great. And we also get a Alcantara headliner, which is a great luxury feature. I really especially love they've paid attention to every detail and even included quilted leather on the knee pads. So excellent cushioning here and a nice quilted style. We also have a little storage pass-through, hello, under the center console. That's nice to see as well. All right, into the back seat of the GV80 with soft closed doors, of course. They have continued the excellent quality of leather back here, including stitching on the door panels, and basically everything that you could touch is coated in a premium material. My only gripe would be inside this lower door handle. This part here where the window switch is not quite as nice a material, but it's fantastic. And look, they've even included leather and stitching below the level of the armrest. That's pretty much unheard of except in the most high-end luxury SUVs, perhaps even only in Bentley or Rolls-Royce models. Also included on this GV80 with the Prestige package is power rear sunshades, and these ones are very quick and quite stable as well. They've got a nice system for holding it in place. Fantastic luxury feature. The GV80 also does come with 3-zone climate, so we have a temperature and fan speed adjustment back here, and with the Prestige package, heated and cooled second row seats. And I must say that the cooling on these seats, both front and rear, is one of the strongest I have ever experienced. I usually turn the cooling seats all the way up, and with these ones, I can't do that for too long. Genesis' attention to detail is continued with the inclusion of second row vanity mirrors. This is insane to see in a luxury SUV at this price point. Even though this GV80 doesn't have the third row, you can see that they've still paid attention to detail behind the second row with a diamond pattern in the speaker and even a diamond pattern in this little rear cargo light. All right, I've got the GV80 in sport mode. Let's go ahead and hammer on it and see how the acceleration is. All right, so it's definitely strong. There's no 4-cylinder, that's for sure. But I wouldn't say that it feels particularly fast. It has good torque from initial tip-in though, that's pretty good. Car and Driver tested this one as a 0 to 60 of 5.3 seconds. Again, I don't know, that sounds a little bit ambitious to me, but I didn't take it off the launch. It might launch pretty good. So strong and confident acceleration, but this is definitely no race car. So the roads that I'm driving on today are not the most fantastic, some potholes and cracks and stuff like that, and I think that the GV80 is handling them very well. The ride quality is very good, but it's not too much body roll. I think that the steering feel is pretty electronic and actually surprisingly heavy for the standard setting. I would expect it to be a little bit lighter in something like this. But certainly the balance of ride quality and handling, they have leaned much more towards ride quality, and I think that's very appropriate for this vehicle. Something else I just noticed is as I'm driving along, in my heads-up display, I had someone come along in my blind spot, and I got a little warning in the heads-up display showing my car and a little orange alert in my blind spot. So really nice to see that they're putting that important information right in front of you. You won't be able to miss it. On smooth tarmac especially, the sound level in here is excellent. I'm definitely going a little bit faster than I was expecting. If you kind of try and judge it by the vibration and the noise, you're going to be speeding in this thing a lot. As far as the tech features go, it also has a very good 360 camera system. Taking care to show you where your wheels are going to end up. You don't want to scratch those 22 inches. Genesis has also included a very capable adaptive cruise system with steering assist. I also like that you can activate the following distance separately from the steering assist. So you could even, I don't know of any other system that allows you to have it take over the steering and while you are still managing the gas and the brake. So that's interesting. You can turn them on separately like that. The system appears to work very well. And I do see there's a camera up here in the driver's display. So I believe that I do not have to touch the wheel once it's locked in. I believe that I won't have to touch the wheel because I'm keeping my eyes on the road. So unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to test how long it will go, but it definitely seems like you can go for a little while without putting your hands on the wheel. Overall, I'm extremely impressed with this GV80 and even more impressed by its price point. This Prestige all-wheel drive with the V6 has a sticker under $75,000 and easily the best interior in its class, and fantastic safety features, luxury features, and tech. This has pretty much everything that's out there that you can get on a car. This has it. And excellent ride quality, strong enough acceleration, and just a beautifully put together car. Very handsome exterior styling, I think, as well. So if you're looking for, or if you're looking at a BMW X5 or a Mercedes-Benz GLE or Audi Q7, you really need to check this out. I know it doesn't have the same Prestige brand name, but this is fantastic and really beats those guys in terms of the actual car. And I mean, for comparison's sake, a Mercedes GLE 450, which would have a similar power to this, to add up all the options to get something comparable to this Genesis is about $12,000 more expensive. So, and I think that the Genesis still would have a better interior. So this is a really, really interesting car, and a fantastic job by Genesis, and very smartly moving into the SUV segment. Probably wasn't the smartest move for them to start with 3 sedans, but now they've finally done an SUV, and I think they are going to sell a lot of these because this is a fantastic vehicle.